Hi, this is Mary with Fayette TV, and this is Discover Fayette. Today we are at the absolutely stunning Comfort Inn here in Connellsville. Let's go check it out. All right, so we are inside the beautiful Comfort Inn in Connellsville, and I am here with Cheryl. Welcome. Thank you so much for having us.
Well, we're happy to have you.
I feel like I came into your house or something. Like I'm coming into your home.
Well, it feels like that to me. I feel like this is my house. I'm here an awful lot.
I'm sure you are. So tell us who you are and what you do.
So I'm the general manager of the Comfort Inn here in Connellsville. I've been here just a little over 5 years. Been in hotels all my life. It's just a whole different vibe here, right on the river and the Gap Trail. And
I love it. This is an absolutely gorgeous room. Just walking in, it's so fresh and alive, vibrant colors. Like you said, clean. That's the first thing I think of. Like I just feel very welcome, very at home in the space.
Mary.
If you've never been here, it's right on the west side of Connellsville, right on the Gap Trail, literally right outside. You can just walk out and take a bike run, go kayaking right back here, and you have a beautiful deck outside. So.
And we do rent kayaks and we rent bikes. So for our guests who aren't...
That's cool, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we do.
Something else that's very, very unique is because you are right off the Gap, we have the beautiful river, the Youghiogheny River, literally right here. We could jump in right now. Might be a little bit cold, but I've seen people do it, you know, at the really random times.
Yeah, right.
So tell me a little bit about, this space, the fact that this hotel is on here and how that helps you guys, how that helps Connellsville, how this helps everyone.
Yeah, I feel like the location's everything for us.
It really is.
It really is, yeah. And we try to take the best advantage of it that we can. We have this nice little deck out here. Guests eat breakfast out here every day because breakfast is included with your stay here at Comfort Inn. So from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., obviously when the weather's nice, but people eating breakfast out here, watching the river, having their coffee. Afternoons, evenings, they're hanging out outside. We have the nice Adirondack chairs down by the riverbank as well as the deck here. So really the location's everything.
It really is. And now you can't really see it that well from here, but we do have the River's Edge restaurant right next door, and Trailside Landing Event Center right next door. And we're going to actually do an entire other episode on that because we can't fit that all in now because there's just so much to see. But I just love the connection between the two because I've been waiting for something like this, and I feel like a lot of people have in Connellsville for a restaurant event center, and then you can stay somewhere, and it's all included right here in Connellsville. It's really exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, we do room service now from the River's Edge for our hotel guests. We just opened over there in January, but we do have a walkway planned, and we're going to do fire pits down there between the two buildings, so people can walk next door, sit on the deck there. They can eat breakfast, wave to their friends over there if they'd like to, whatever. But yeah, the connection is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I might be booking a room for like a week or something just for myself, as a getaway.
We are thrilled to have it because, especially with the Gap Trail riders, they're tired, hungry, and thirsty. They don't want to go far. They don't want to
check.
Yeah. So where can we eat? Where can we drink? Where can we relax? And we have, in our estimation, we really have it all here. So
you do.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
I am obsessed with the Gap personally because I'm a runner, so I'm on the Gap all the time. I do see a lot of bikers on the Gap, and I do like to kayak. I have my own kayak, but if I didn't have a kayak and I'm coming here for the very first time and, I'm just visiting, you have the ability that we can rent bikes and kayaks here. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so when I first got here, we really weren't maximizing everything that the area had to offer. So that's why it took about a year, but we built our inventory because even though we do have many, many, many guests that have their own bikes because they're doing the trail, they're through riders, we have equally as many who may be here for other things and may have an extra couple hours that they can explore the area. So that's why we got the kayaks that we rent. That includes shuttle service, so we put in at the river park. They do the float down to the Dawson Bridge, can fish from the kayaks if they want, and then we come down with our hotel van and shuttle people back.
Okay, listen, so those of us who float the river know what a big deal this is because 90% of the annoyance for us who want to float the river is What car are you going to go out of? What car are you going to come out of? How are you going to get the kayaks back to your location?
Right.
It's just a pain in the butt. And when you're trying to have a good time, you don't want to have to worry about that. I love the idea of you're just able to like, boom, get in. Dawson's only 5 miles from here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have a few hours. It's easy. You float down, you get picked up, you come right back.
Yeah, we have a trailer that we hook to our hotel van, and then we can shuttle people back, get the kayaks back.
So nice.
We also do a little bit of shuttling, too, for our hotel guests that like, they may want to bike to Ohio Powell, for example, but don't want to.
17 miles, by the way.
17. They might not want to do the 34 miles.
Right.
So we can take them to Ohio Powell, shuttle the bikes and them there, and they can ride back, which is a little easier than.
Great.
Or if they want to bike there, then we'll come and pick them up. So we do some shuttling as well for our hotel guests.
Will you come pick me up next time? Yeah. If I want to run from to Ohio Powell, can you come get me?
I can come get
you, Mary.
Awesome.
No problem. Yes,
I have a feeling though you wouldn't be calling for that. You look like the kind that would be like, I can make it back. Yeah. You look very. You look very committed.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah, right.
And you're about 3 miles from that campground. That's here as well, so that's super convenient.
Yeah. Right, and they're very nice down there, and they have told us many times that if our kayakers can't make it all the way to the end, which isn't typical because it's an easy float,
right.
But we have had a few people get out of the campgrounds, and then we can pick them up there instead. So they're real nice there as well.
It's a perfect central location. If you just want to do a few miles, even on the bike, you can still get to some of these places, and
Definitely.
there's a
have ice cream at the campgrounds, or a lot of people do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity there. That's awesome.
Yep.
So you redid this room last year.
We did.
The lobby. It definitely looks different from the last time I've been in here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Everything looks really modern, but I see some things that don't look as modern. They look a little bit more historic. So this area especially.
Right. So we did try to incorporate the newer look, and most importantly, a comfortable seating area for our guests when they're waiting for other people, and just a place where they feel at home. But this whole area in front of our front desk was all reclaimed when they built the hotel. So they were doing excavation on the property, dug up, so to speak, a lot of this stuff, especially that beam. And the story goes that it was a bottling company that was on the property prior to the hotel being built. And when they, again, excavating, they uncovered it and decided to incorporate it into the front desk.
That's pretty awesome.
It's a very big talking point with our guests, and so we like to share that story as well. But I think, again, it just adds to the flavor of the hotel being a little different than your typical hotel.
Yeah, so everything is incredible. You've done a fantastic job.
Thank you.
I love to hear the passion, the motivation, and most of all, the pride.
Yeah,
that's what I really always see in this local area, the pride that you have in the work that you do, and it keeps you waking up every morning to keep coming back.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us and
I appreciate
sharing
you coming in.
your home with us, your home away from home. And I'm sure we'll be staying very soon.
I hope so. Yeah.
Thanks you.
Thanks for coming.
For more stories, photos, and behind-the-scene moments, follow us on Facebook at Discover Fayette, PA.